So here it is, the 1 kilogram TJ067 electric roaster from North Coffee in China. I've got this machine set up in my garage for my own personal use, and this is basically just a review from my own personal point of view. Now, I'm not affiliated with North Coffee whatsoever, other than the fact that I purchased their 1 kilogram electric roaster and brought it into Australia. First of all, let's just go through the facts about the specifications. It does a 1 kilogram batch. I've only so far done 820 grams batches with ease. I can do an 820 gram batch in less than 15 minutes. So, but that is at charge temperature of around the 200 degrees. So, you do have to charge that drum temperature, and then you can achieve that under 15-minute roast. It has 5 elements. Each element is rated at 700 watts, so for a total of 3,500 watts. It has a cooling tray that is automated, and a stirrer that is motorized, and this cooling tray is substantial enough to cool a 820 gram roast in 2 minutes, and that cooling temperature is to room temperature, so it's more than enough, really. So it comes with a Cyclone. There's the Cyclone here, and as you can see, it is huge. It's a huge Cyclone that I think probably is more suited to, say, a 5 kilogram roaster. I've done 6 roasts, and really there's just not much that let me just open this hatch here, and you can see there, that's how much of chaff is collected in this Cyclone. Now, it's never going to fill up, obviously. It comes with this aluminium flue, about 3 or 4 meters of it. I've cut it in half so that it collects it pulls air in and the chaff into this Cyclone, filters the chaff out, and blows clean air out through this other half, which and there's the motor sitting on top. Now, this is an 80 mil pipe, and in Australia our average diameter is 100 mil, and this is why I've had to use I've used a piece of downpipe here that moved. That's a step from, I think it was 75 mil to 90 mil, and just use some plumber's clamp, and it's working pretty well. This is a 15 amp roaster, but it's a good 15 amp, so you will need a 20 amp circuit installed, dedicated circuit, which is what I've done. I've got an electrician to come in, install a dedicated 20 amp circuit at the circuit board at the side of my house here, and that was the cheapest option, other than getting them to pull a wire to a power point. I've just had it at the circuit breaker, so I've also got them to do a 20 amp extension cord for me, and also to do the wiring of the power cable. So that's the minimum you got to do before you can run this thing. Okay, so look, overall build quality is very good, and I'll just briefly mention that this thing, they don't skimp on gauges. They use good quality material. This is a 1/2 centimeter thick plate right here. Generally, I think this is about 2 mil thick here for this tray. In comparison, for say an oven, that appliance that's in your house, you'd be looking at a half or a 1 mil thick maximum for any steel gauges that you see in the ovens. The overall build quality, the finish is probably one thing that I do have a little bit of an issue with. You can't probably see, but you can probably see where they hand grind and weld. For instance, here in the pipe they weld that bit there, and then you can see a bit of grinding marks just to obviously to smooth things out. So it's almost like a prototype house, building roasters to what you desire, because I understand also that you can request for variable drum speed control and all that kind of stuff, which I don't have here. So the fact that they are flexible enough to do that is great. The fact that it's a prototype type build has its pros and cons, in that, well, it's built for each individual person, and maybe has the attention to detail maybe for that one build because it is built by hand, but at the same time, because it's built by hand, at any one point in time, it could be built by somebody else who had a bad day, and maybe the quality won't be as how do I say, repeatable. But this is speculation, as I say. I'm not part of this company, but the fact that they did not, you can see grind marks where they ground things, and for me, I don't know if that's standard for any kind of commercial type roasters, but it doesn't do anything to the function, so it's not really an issue. Obviously, put this plate here, which is nice and shiny, maybe to add to that finish, to make it look nicer. But if you're like me, you'd look at every little bit here. Again, something like this, it's definitely not something that comes off a mass production. Okay, so look, I'm gonna go into a little bit of the electricals after this.